Welcome back, guys, to the second session of Schrodinger's office. Can any of you give me a quick summary of what happened last time? Next to this pile of dead bodies surrounding you.
We came, we saw, we killed, and the circus.
Yeah, you ganked a random... Well, he wasn't entirely random, but you ganked a random syndicate.
So
Turned out there was more to his mask.
we got sent by the office to go help the Zwei Corporation, which are the police over
Association.
Yes, Zwei Association. With some stuff that happened with L Corporation going under.
Yes.
Yeah, L Corporation going under, and we were asked to come help. Most of our office was obliterated by the recent massacreist known as the Pianist before he was killed off by one of the Colors, aka the famous heroes of the city. We are en route with our Zwei contact Daniel when we got rerouted through a alleyway where some hook gang junkies were threatening some commoners. We stepped in to murder them, found out the leader was an old friend or acquaintance of Gradane, as well as the murderer of Toshiro's mentor. And we fought him. He went bonkers crazy with power, turned everything into a circus, and tried to kill us there, and we said no, have some fog, and murdered him.
Actually, that's the perfect summary right there. And when he came back to reality, you came back to a mountain of corpses alongside the now tenderized hook gang leader. And Daniel he was very confused by your actions. Also, two other Zwei associate members have shown up as well. So, we pop back into the story of you fresh off your victory off this... maybe it was human? Used to be human? Nobody ever really looked under the mask.
We dismembered it just to be sure.
Hey guys.
Hey, shut
You
your
good?
trap.
It's like, you good?
Shut it. What the fuck were you doing?
I went to get backup because,
What, is that
fights
sword
between-
not good enough for you? You got a sword on your back and you ain't gonna use it?
Hey, I'm only here as a scout and a guide. I'm not here to fight.
Fuck you, Zwei types. Got your collar so tight you're worried about your own fucking life, so you send the rest of us to do your work. Alright, messenger boy. Take us where we're supposed to go. Don't die on a fucking pebble on our way.
Because it wasn't in
Just gonna
the
go
job
here for a
description.
second. Let him see you cry.
Not
Hans
giving
and John
hazard
over here.
to this.
Are gonna come up. So,
Johnson and Johnson? What?
Johnson and Johnson, just Hans and John. So, while our associate over there is getting himself back in order, he pulls out a notebook at this point. Can we just get a quick rundown on what happened here? Just for posterity's sake.
Think this is your operation. A little bit of tact, eh, Scales? I'm done dealing with these tight-collared fucks.
Toshiro just nods, flicks blade off his sword, sheathes it.
Before you leave, though, this guy over here does walk over and say, thank you to all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you did. We've heard about what the Hook Gang does to those who can't pay the full price for discounts.
Really care? And Kreitz is gonna go up to the officer.
Okay.
It was our duty.
Thank you, heroes. You guys are fixers, aren't you? Only powerful folk like you can become
Oh,
fixers.
We'd be fixers if we were paid to do this, but right now I think we're more like vigilantes.
Fixer, vigilante. Not really much of a difference. Just one gets
There
chased down
is.
by the Zwei.
There is. It goes clink. That's the difference.
Link is gonna walk away. Never heard of that.
It's a bag of coins, dumbass.
Oh,
They exclusively use paper currency in these realms. Ooh.
Oh,
they go inside
I'm
the
a
house, the man
kobold.
crying as well.
I'm a kobold. I remember using shiny metal things that was worth more than a quarter.
They use Canadian money that's made out of fire-resistant polymer.
You guys are in the back streets. Money is not a big thing here because nobody has it. Enough of it. Oh, he called you Scales. Is that your full name or nickname?
It works for now. Scales.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay, so these guys, judging by the emblem on the, he points over at the decaying mask leader over there. They were part of the Hook Gang Syndicate?
Well, he's dead now, but I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, let's see. Usually this is I would say a moderately sized syndicate, but John over here walks over. Hey, he kicks one of the bodies, just like the puppets. What's the deal with the mannequins?
They were puppets. That guy over there was controlling them.
And starts writing this down. He
Can't tell
was
you how it was just annoying to have to kill them again and again.
okay. Controlling them, so probably some kind of augment or something. It's not the
Sure.
most uncommon, but
What else do you need to know?
nah, I guess just who started the fight first.
He did.
He who?
We have to do a deception.
Ah, nah, you can just like point out like who started it first.
Yeah,
The
He
man
did.
with the
he
mask.
points. He points at the mask.
He writes it down. This is just, don't worry about it. This is just for posterity's sake. They're a syndicate group. That's we're not exactly going to be chasing people down if they start taking out syndicates. It's kind
Funny
of
enough,
the opposite.
Toshiro
Of us.
is also wearing a mask.
At least we can see your eyes.
Whistling whistling
Oh,
innocently in the corner. Nonchalantly.
Hans leans around the scales and looks at you. Just, which mask wearer was it?
The one that's currently a greasy spot on the floor.
Leans to the left. All right. As he starts finishing writing, Daniel comes over, just fixing his helmet. All right, I think it's we should get back and move on. You know, almost to Elcourt. He's gonna push past you guys. Just we'll be heading this way. Hans and John just, all right, go on ahead. We'll clean up here. We're gonna have to take the bodies in. And they're just gonna start dragging the bodies away. And as we walk away,
Did anyone check mask for any items?
no,
What
but I
up?
was
I want to. While they're busy, I imagine with the mook puppets, I want to go over and see if there's anything interesting on our puppeteer.
Fleece the bodies.
okay. I won't make you make an investigation for this because mostly all you find is just his machete, which, as you note now, is very dull and chipped for what he was using it for. It's a surprise that it was able to hurt you guys at all with worn it looks. In fact, as you start to look at it, you see it's starting to uh, corrode in front of your eyes. And you also notice too that the body of Ramos is a lot thinner than he was before. He wasn't fat, but he was definitely stocky. But he's now looking more lean and slender under his clothes, like a
That was
deflating
a
balloon.
waste of time. All right, Z guy, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
As he approaches Gredane, he's going to walk past him, and Gredane's not even going to look. But the moment he gets within reach, Gredane just reaches out a hand and snatches him by the arm. And without looking, listen, you prick. You got two options. Work or die. In the first case, at least you're useful. In the second, well, at least I'll be entertained. Then he lets go and continues to watch the fire.
Right, I hear you. Just I'm just here to scout. I'm not really here to fight. And as you're talking, you hear a scream from your right. That one will be it. Let's say this one's at advantage.
Near miss.
Just near miss. No, this is
There
I'd
must
call it
be
that there.
civilian cottage.
You hear a scream from your right, and you see a civilian in the shadows. Well, you just see the back of him get dragged into the shadows. Just whoosh. Everyone turns around, and you see a new batch of creatures. I'll just show it all off. I need you guys to roll me initiative, because we're going right into it as you see this.
I saw these last time.
You shut your mouth. You see that this creature has ensnared this poor human in what looks like a black tar.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, where do I
Oh boy, here we go, fighting slimes again.
roll your turn order?
Oh my god, Trey, you actually got above a 4.
Okay. I'm playing a martial class, and I get above a 10. I play a magic caster, I get below a 10. It's amazing.
I mean,
Music is too calm.
Time for some cyberpunk action music.
Do you have any?
I do.
I wonder if anything
like
from the
them?
Tron movie would
You know
fit.
Actually, yeah.
The-
Pass
the
if you got a good
Tron
one.
movie?
Pass it in.
Yeah, Tron Legacy.
Oh, Tron. I think you said Thrawn. I'm like, damn, they made a Tron movie?
Thrawn.
I haven't seen it.
I pre-purchased it and got into the open bit. No,
Fine. I'll participate just this once. Xander's smiling body it was. These two are preoccupied, so they're not going to join in. They got their own work to do. And why is... How do you usually fix the turn order? Because it's all kinds of messed up.
you should just be able to right-click it and sort descending, I believe.
Ah, there we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks fine. Scales, you got a whole mass of unknown creatures, and one of them is currently eating a civilian. Or dragging him away. It's hard to tell.
I put the civilian out of its misery.
Hey man, your choice.
So I love how the two dedicated melee guys are the furthest back.
We're just gonna slowly walk towards them and they'll just run away in fear.
Let's see. I'm gonna look behind me, and is this a tent or an actual building? Looks like a tent.
That's a tent.
No poop.
Ooh, that's some pretty good bops.
2B.
Verbal bad. Well, does it look like the guy is actually hurt from this distance?
You see his body is slowly melting in the grasp of this creature.
I'm gonna pull him out of his misery. Let's see what happens. I'm just gonna do a regular attack. And yes, I am targeting
The
the
civilian.
yes. Oh god!
That super hits. How do you? I can already just say how do you do this because
That's a commoner.
You're murdering a civilian in front of the police.
what the
I
frick?
missed. I was aiming for the mass, I swear.
You make a deception check right now.
13.
What is it? Insight.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued actually by. No, he doesn't have any
It would
insight ability,
just-
so it's just
You just hit the charisma. Or not the charisma, wisdom. His insight is a wisdom.
what the hell are you doing?
He was gonna die anyway. At least we know. We're gonna find out what happens if they don't get their mark. So
He's
what's
turning
the
towards
reaction?
you very angrily now.
What is the ooze doing now?
The body is still slowly melting. It looks like the creature isn't intentionally trying to eat him, but it looks like it's trying to drag him away. And now the civilian is no longer struggling.
Well, shit.
I'm gonna say unless something changes when Daniel comes around, he's gonna attack Scales.
I am going to dive into this tent and bonus action hide.
All right, how does hiding
Inside
work?
of it.
Because that's versus perception, right? Let's see.
so
I don't
it
think
would
he has any of them.
initially it would be against his passive perception. So that roll is to beat his passive perception, which is 10 plus his perception score. Which, if he doesn't have proficiency and he has no wisdom, it would be 0.
It is 0, so
So-
you are hidden from him.
He has a passive perception of 10.
Daniel has lost sight of you. What? I was looking right at him. Where'd he go? You! And he points at Gridden, or Evan Cleaver. What? What was that? What was the deal with that?
Evan Gridane literally still takes another swig of his flask before tucking it into his jacket, looks over. What? You'd rather the man suffer?
We could have still saved him. He was alive still.
He was dead.
He's dead now.
Yes, rather than slowly being dissolved. What kind of mercy is it to allow somebody to be dissolved to death? Sounds a lot more like torture to me.
If
And trust
he was
me.
not already dead, he surely was wishing he was.
And trust me, I've felt dissolved. It ain't fun. And with that, you
Daniel
see
is now stunned.
Eben
Or
Cleaver.
returns.
With that, Eben Cleaver starts pulling his weapons out.
Oh my god, we are so fucking chaotic neutral.
Daniel is stunned. Literally, figuratively, mentally. Anyways, Scales, is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright. The man, the myth, the legend.
Who crits on a commoner and then hides.
Enters room, crits commoner, says not, does not explain, leaves.
I mean, I did explain. I just wanted to see what happens if a captive probably was
Jarkus,
going to
it's
die.
your turn now.
So I should say
Nothing
does not
personnel,
elaborate.
kid.
That is basically what Daniel's doing now. Alright, Chaticus, what's your move? Yoshi. Muted. Not muted.
I am going to walk 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You also see a dead squid in the maws of one of these creatures.
Truly a shame.
Actually, I
A
would say
wasted
too.
product.
I would say too, since Scales moved up closer, he sees that the. How did you kill the civilian? Would you say?
Nano blade to the head, instant brain death.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah, you would have seen that he went from. He went like from surprise to shock, and from where you're sitting now, as he's being dragged away, you see him smiling. Blank stare though. But hey, Chaticus, make your move.
That's. Hills is concerned.
Sorry about that, Nikoshi. I cut off your turn.
And let's see, I'm gonna use my action to move up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, here should be fine. I will stop here.
Okay. That's all you
My
got for
turn.
this now?
Yep.
Okay. It is. Where is this creature at?
If you hover over the
There it is.
initiative order, it'll show you which one it is.
Yeah, no, he was just covered up by the character page. It is this creature's up top, and it is gonna move 5, 10, and it's gonna. You're gonna see it just sloop off. Like 15, 20. It's gonna go up behind this lady and use tar grab. This time though, they might be able to dodge it. They do not.
God damn it. We're saving this one.
6 bludgeoning. Target is grappled. I'm just gonna do a /R 1d20 for this. Oh, she meets it. So you see this lady get attacked by a hand reaching out from this creature, and she kicks it in what looks like its faces. Get away from me! And the creature will end its turn. It is now Ebencleaver's turn.
Gridane will turn and look at the stammering Daniel. Oh, fuck it. Toshiro, deal with this prick. And then he's gonna just step. Is there anywhere on the map that's like is in enough shadow that you would consider it darkness, or is it all just kind of dim lighting everywhere?
I would say right here, and maybe over here.
Okay.
But there's a lot of lighting still around, as the sun is above you.
Oh, it's daytime. Okay. So yeah, he'll
I'd say
move
it's
over
like 3
here.
o'clock.
So that was 10 feet, 20 feet, basically by this rubble pile. We'll see what's happening to this woman.
Like she's struggling to get this creature off.
Fuck. And he's just gonna unleash a flurry of hand axes at the one next to her.
Ooh.
So let's do that with just a normal roll with sharpshooter. That one misses. First one flies wide as he loses grip on it. Oh, fuck. Second one, 13.
That hits.
Okay. 18 slashing damage.
You
because-
beat it directly in what looks on where its face is. It just smiles at you. You also notice that there are more heads in the bottom of the body blob thing. They're also smiling at you.
Oh, fuck this. Because of Dread Ambusher, I get a third attack. So I'll do another attack. Right in its face. 22, I think, hits.
Oh, that hits.
19
Oh!
damage. 19 slashing damage.
How are you gonna finish this thing?
Yeah, so it smiles at him, and as it's smiling, another hand axe is already in the air and hits the other one right in the back, and it just carves straight through, and the thing just splits and slurps down.
Unable to hold its form, it falls to pieces.
Yeah.
You see tattered remains of clothes, and you also see a piece of a broken sword handle in the resulting corpse.
Now get, woman. Fucking tar shit. Fuck. And then he just turns and yeah, that'll be his turn for now. He will save his bonus action. He doesn't want to use it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, get, run.
Sorry, grab. That hits. As you just saved her, and she looks at you with a very, jubilant expression, a single hand slices right through her chest.
Ah, fuck.
That's unfortunate.
It hooks up over her face, covering her upper body in black goo as this creature pulls her into its mass. She's dead. And it is now Toshiro's turn.
Alright, which one did Ebon Cleaver kill? Is it this one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's my bad. I haven't, There we go.
Alright. And are these stalls or tents, or can I, like, stand on this? If I climb onto it?
All of this center area is tense.
Remember, you've also got the big red X's if you want to mark things as easier to notify they're dead.
Oh, yeah, super... There it is. Blub, blub, blub.
Anyways, I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna pull out. Okay, flavor-wise, would you allow me to use my? Because I have the oversized longbow, but flavor-wise, can I say that it's the pole of collapsing?
Yeah.
It grows like a cyber string.
Yeah.
When I hit a certain button, yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit this guy. He just like he's not wearing a longbow on his back, but you see him pull something out and deploy it, and it just shoots out to like a 10-foot longbow. Okay, maybe that's a bit of egregious. Maybe 7 feet. I don't know how long a oversized longbow would be, but it'd big.
Don't say it's that.
Yeah.
Go for
All
it.
right, I'm gonna shoot. Fuck.
That hits.
Oh, neat.
It's a strong hit. You hit something looks important. It's still standing and it still has the woman's body and it's a maw basically.
Damn. I'm gonna say that I shoot through the woman's body. just to make sure.
She's already dead. Can't get any deader than that, huh?
Nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Alright. End of your turn?
Yeah. Well, actually, hold on.
Oh,
You
Is
get
it a
more
bonus action
attacks.
to pull out?
You're a fighter. You got
Oh,
at least 2
true.
attacks.
I thought that was just melee. Yeah.
No, it's just attacks.
extra attack. That's a hit. Strong hit, strong hit. The creature is looking like it's having a harder time holding its form. Still standing though.
Damn. Yeah, that's my turn. Wait,
It is now
actually-
Daniel's turn.
Sorry to do this again. Just all weapon attack rolls. Never mind, that's just advantage. Wait a minute.
Oh,
The thing you gave me.
You know, yeah. At this point, Toshiro and Evan Cleaver, did you ever decide on what your memento would be?
I was happy to take the. My boss pulls up with his gat.
Yeah, it's just like they'll think of it like how a spell user, channels. What is your memento?
Focus.
As in, like, what physically is it?
Yeah, what does it physically look like on you?
I'm gonna say that it's the.
And I'll say too at this, your light is resonating. The two of you specifically. Might be because you're still in proximity to, Ramos and his lingering remnants.
I'm gonna say that it's the little. It's a spice pouch that I've had on me.
Okay,
The longbow is the pole collapsing. I'm gonna say the memento is the spice pouch.
a gift from maybe
A gift
Sandra.
from yeah.
So the way I'm gonna use this the mental thing, you just have to re-roll your damage again for your last attack.
Oh.
You can also change the damage type.
I'm gonna say fire.
Yeah.
8 fire.
That is a hit. It lights up. It's honestly it should have fallen by now. It is barely clutching to what accounts for its life.
Thank you, boss.
You just see a ghostly image of Sandro pop over your shoulder and fire off a shot.
Holy shit! The old man's trapped.
He was a CEO. He would have actually been able to own a
Yeah,
gun.
probably.
He would have been able to afford it. And for Evan Cleaver too, when your turn comes around, you can do that as well.
Okay.
Daniel is stunned and he's still stuttering and bamboozled. He
He's
looks like
never
coming
been
out
with
of it, though.
workers before.
He's
He's never been
Looks
out
like
of the office before.
he
works
was
in
not
a-
prepared for this.
Works in a cushy office somewhere up in the high alphabet. Has never seen
10, 15.
a real district.
You see another creature coming up. It's gonna use its dash. Right here. But it's gonna end its turn there. Another one comes out from the woodworks. Using a dash as well. It's gonna close in on on this lady over here. This creature is gonna move up and attack at an advantage, as they are surrounding this woman.
Oh, no.
That hits.
Why do they keep doing this? We're right here.
They don't
They
care.
sense the threat.
Easy prey.
She pushes it off too, easily
Yeah.
shoving it away with a mean right hook to the side of its head.
Fuck out of
Thanks.
here. Hey.
These are women
That was-
who frequent an alleyway. I'm sure they are well versed in beating off gangers.
They live in the back streets. They know how to fight. It is now Scale's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to peek. Does anything else know I'm here? Well, I guess
I
guess they'd
say-
only know if because I think how DMs handle it is if I try hitting something, I ask whether or not I have sneak attack damage on it.
I would say these
That-
creatures haven't
that's like-
noticed you until you. If you move, though, they'll make a perception. Specifically,
Okay.
this one on the right. If you move towards him,
And again, remember, you can use their passive perception. It's if his roll of 20 is better than their passive perception, they have no idea where he is, and he would have advantage because he's hidden from them.
and actually, yeah, I'll just use that so I don't get confuzzled in so many different dice rolls.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they haven't noticed you, and they're tunnel visioned right now, so they won't notice you unless you move directly in front of them.
I'm going to peek out. And I think I see the commoners. No, I see the two critters.
No witnesses.
Seeing that these two strapping young lads can probably handle that one for now, I'm going to take a aimed shot, or what's it called? Sharpshooter.
I'm sure the one where it's -5. Yeah.
Yes,
but a
minus
+10.
5 to the attack roll, but I should make another
Ooh.
attack. No, not an attack. Another
Like the thing that I
attack
did?
roll. Yeah. Okay, let's chuck the first one. Does that
That's a hit.
23. Okay.
That's a hit. Yeah, 23. Which one are you hitting again? The one on the right or the middle?
The one on the right.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
That one or that one?
Or this one.
Okay.
That one to the right
yeah,
of the
okay.
lady. Does sharpshooter? So, but if I got a crit, would sharpshooter also get doubled?
No,
You think?
it's not a
No.
dice.
Okay.
It's a flat modifier, so it doesn't get doubled.
Okay. So, does it take psychic damage?
It does.
Okay, good. Oh, I forgot to roll this.
I was gonna say, roll your sneak attack.
Mother God. So that
It
is
37 psychic. Yes.
You blow this. How are you finishing this thing? It is demolished
So,
by your attack. From
Assuming that it's made out of nerves and other like connective, some sort of intelligent mass, Crete / Scales throws his first nanoblade at it, and it sinks into the mass and disrupts the entire thing. And whether it explodes or fizzles into goop, he neutralizes it.
I would say it just explodes across the back wall right there.
Good, good.
You painted a grisly image of smiling faces staring right at you.
And with his Shiv bonus action, gonna toss it at the one actually on the right of him.
This one
And
has noticed
sharpshooter.
your attack.
Well, also has someone that's hostile to it, so I think that would make sneak attack count. Question mark?
You just did sneak attack. It's once per turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna sharpshooter anyways. So let's see what this does. A 22.
The 22 does hit.
18.
A striking blow. Barely holds form, but it's still there. One arm just gestures at you in a come hither motion.
Yeah, not too thrilled about that. I'm gonna hide behind. I'm not gonna hide, but Crete moves over to behind the barrel, putting the fire between him and the ooze, peeking over the wall. And that's my turn.
All right, Jadicus, you're up.
Okay.
Got lots of targets.
Yeah, plenty of targets, just not too many attacks.
We're not
You hit
surrounded. We're in a target-rich environment.
Oh, so let me just check something. Did I use a lucky last game?
Oh,
I think I used one.
I'm fairly
What's your,
sure Nox used one. I don't remember if you
I
used
used
one.
to. I don't think.
Okay, I don't think I used one
Yeah, I
then.
don't think Jadicus used to.
Well, I know I have 1 second win, so I'll just change that for lucky. Okay, I am going to go for this. But which one is the one attacking his? I'm guessing they're both attacking his leg.
Oh snap! I'm doing the thing again. Bleh.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to strike at this one with the maul. I'm gonna start swinging above my head, bringing down onto this thing.
Break it down.
Flail. Guessing 27 hits.
Ha! Wouldn't you know it? 27 does hit. This is
11
this one is
bludgeoning
actually
and push back 5 feet. If it can be pushed back.
the orb just coalesces as it rolls backwards.
Let's go. Move on up into this position where it used to be and go to strike again with the flail. Does 28
That's
hit?
another hit. They can only get knocked back once a turn, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So. 12 more damage.
The faces turn towards you and grin. You see very human faces. You also see an elf face in there.
Hardly
Okay,
deserved it.
They're smiling at you. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. It's now this creature's turn. And it's going to start moving away. 5, 10, 15, 20. Using its dash, it's going to get 30 feet. Dragging the body with it. And I'm going to say for this case, this is actually shadowed area and it disappears off screen.
Oh no. Like in a sewer or something?
You hear slurping noises from the distance. But it ends its turn. It's no longer here, so it's gone now. Evan Cleaver, it's your turn.
So it's okay. Sorry, had to cough out a frog.
Oh,
Oh,
no problem.
fuck. So he'll spend 20 feet to move up here. He's got dark vision. Is the thing actually gone, or can he see some semblance of it down the...
There you go.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. You do see a trail of blood, though, leading northwest around the corner. But now it's, for intents and purposes, it is gone.
Fine. He'll just growl, turn back. You see him grab the... he kind of pulls something at his neck, and it is... there were two things hanging around his neck. One is that black obsidian stone that he used earlier to make that sphere of darkness. The other thing he pulls out is just a single... It's a copper coin. On the face of it is a jester-looking type character, and etched around the top, or around the edges of both sides, reads Charlie's Circus, basically. And he pulls that out, and it's kind of glimmering right now, and he just growls and squeezes it in his hand that's still, got the shield on it, snatches a hand axe off of it, looks over at the one that's across the way here that Crete already hit once, and he's gonna fling this thing over there.
And as you fling it, a second being appears next to you, also following up on your attack.
This is... Actually, it's going to be Charlie. He is the ringleader. He was a halfling, very, very portly, a huge mustache, huge, like handlebar style mustache, and in his hand is a very, compared to what we see here in the city, a very antiquated looking arbucus. And as this hand axe starts flying across, he levels this thing and fires along with it. So this will be piercing damage.
Like an arquebus? Like
Arquebus.
musket type
Check
Yeah.
your
that thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. Roll your attack then.
Okay, so let's do that one. Roll 14.
That hits, and you'll roll the damage twice. One for yourself and one for Charlie.
Does he also get the 10 from sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Oh no.
39 damage.
Both your attacks strike true, knocking this creature back to whatever hell it came from. Actually, no. How do you finish this thing?
Yeah, the axe comes cleaving through, and again, it's spinning, and there's almost an after image, but the after image is dark, very almost opaque. Like it's looking into darkness as this thing is flipping over the head, and this shot from Charlie comes out, and there's no sound, but there's a bright flash, and it's the juxtaposition of this bright, and the musket ball is actually glowing white hot, and they strike basically at the same time, and it's the same thing that happened to the other guy, where it basically hits center mass on it and just splits it, and it breaks into ooze that breaks both sides.
Sign of a happier time.
And he just looks over, and he doesn't say anything, but there's just this slight nod as the apparition of Charlie vanishes with a beaming smile. The guy has a huge smile as wide as his waist. And then second attack, we'll just fling it at the guy right next to Chaticus. Let's do that.
You have chosen death.
That hits.
18 slashing.
This creature also falls apart, unable to hold its form anymore. Yeah, your attack strikes true.
Looks around.
But if you want to flavor it, yeah.
Yeah, this thing just hits it, and it kind of splorps and splashes on Chaticus's knees. Come on. We gotta keep going.
A slight
One ran
burning
off this
sensation
way.
on Chaticus's knees.
So I moved
And
5, 10, 15, 20.
actually, battle's over.
He'll spend the other 15 feet going this way to follow that blood trail.
Daniel comes back from his stupor, and for the purpose of... He's just looking around, and he's just... I'm gonna... Hey! As he's walking by, the lady looks at all of you and says, "Thank you," and runs off, along with the other three.
Toshiro
take
is
the body
gonna
with him.
dash into the alleyway and see if he can. Can I make a perception check to see if I?
Actually, as you're heading that way, though, Daniel says, "Oh, you guys already know the way there?"
I am following the blood trail.
Yeah, that's usually what happens when you head to the corporation's headquarters. He looks at all the creatures around, just... Yeesh, these things look like they belong at the outskirts. He sees the dead civilian, he's just... Like... You see his helmet, like, just glow, like, a multitude of colors before it just settles back on its standard, like, purple.
Gridane, as he looks back, Gridane is just giving him an absolute stink eye.
Dano's just gonna ignore you this time. He just walks around you. This way, guys.
Oh,
The head just follows, Gridane's gaze just follows him in that almost slow, ponderous sort of way.
John and Hans are also gonna come up and just... Nope. Oh... Hans! Get the body bags! We're in for a rough night.
Eat?
Nice throwing out there, Scales.
Bad yourself.
He'll be right down here.
Still got a few centuries before you can catch up on me, but it's
I
something to
lost
start
Daniel.
on.
If I live that long.
Say, how long do kobolds live?
Trust me, you don't want to.
Eh?
Surprised that you already knew the pathway here, guys. Can you see this?
Hey, Turtle Dick, shut your face. You just lead the way. We don't need to hear your mouth yapping.
I don't even know where you guys are. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
We're
Time
right the
for
fuck behind
darkness.
you.
We're NPC. We treat them almost as bad as we do a certain other GMs be NPCs.
Listen here, Silvio.
Silvio!
Turning the corner, you see a giant just entrance to a sewer. He's taking a look at it. He's thinking back on the monsters. This path seems a lot safer on paper and in thought before we saw those things.
Have you
You also see
literally
the
been
blood-
ever out of the
Yeah.
headquarters? Have you ever seen it outside of paper?
We have never seen a creature like. Well, no, that's not true. We've seen
What the
monsters. I haven't seen something like that though.
What the fuck are you even good for? Aren't you supposed to be protecting people? God, fucking pencil pushing dick fucks.
I'm on intelligence duty, okay?
You're
I'm
on.
not meant to be taking part in fights.
If you're on intelligence duty, this whole fucking city is. The whole fucking world is shite.
You're not wrong about that, at the very least.
Creed just adds under his breath. You just
We're
now
running in
figuring that
circles.
out?
Well, we're gonna have to go through the sewers. It was originally the safest way to get to El Corp's front steps, but. And looking at the ground, you see several more blood trails heading into the sewer, not just the one you were following. It's the only way to get in there. If you guys need a second, need a rest or anything, I guess now would be the time. Because after we get out of these tunnels, it's gonna be bad.
Please give us a rest. We need a rest. Oh God, we need a rest.
I
Which
suppose
one of you
I
has
need my lucky
the
points back.
Which one of you has the T-Court box?
Do we need a long rest, or do we want to just take a short rest for now?
The T-Court box that was given to you at the beginning has 8 hours of contained time in it.
And that's like instant, so we can basically use that
yeah.
at any
You will
point.
not lose
mid-encounter.
Long
Just
rest.
It takes 2 minutes to
everyone
set up,
huddle
though.
I would personally, I would just be fine with a short rest. Use some hit dice.
Short rest works for me.
We're all fighters or something of that sort. We get most of our stuff back on short rest anyway, from a meta perspective.
yeah. The only thing I wouldn't get back is my lucky points. I think.
So I guess
Oh,
the
and
question for the GM is, how long would a short rest or a long rest be? Because I think traditionally they're 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm
but
using
could it
standard
be
time.
6
Long
hours?
rest is 8 hours.
But we've
Okay.
got that thing.
You got the
that-
T-Court box, though, that...
Well, I know, but I'm like considering it as a resource. Like a long rest could be 6 hours, and a short rest could be 1 and 1 of that 8 hours.
No.
But if it's just because otherwise it's going to be 8 short rests or just the 1 long rest.
Well, I
Gonna
think
do
I think
quick
he
signal
also.
in while you guys discuss.
The purpose of the T-Court box is it has 8 hours of time, and you only get to use it once.
If I
Okay.
remember, I was gonna say once we set it up, I think you remember Nillian saying that it's temperamental. It can set it up once. After that, it'll stop.
Okay, yeah. I
It'll
must have forgotten
yeah.
that part.
You can set it off in a 15-foot radius around whoever's holding it. And anyone in that will be frozen in... Well, you'll be in an alternate time stream. Whatever the science word for it is.
Like the train.
Yeah.
Grenade looks
Well,
around.
no, the train station.
I'd say let's take a short rest.
All right.
Grenade looks around, sees some of the oil spills, at least turns away from them as he lights up a cigar. Kind of steps back into the alleyway and is looking up at the sky, and you just hear, if anybody's nearby, you just see
Where are
him
you setting
lift.
up the box, though?
I don't. We're doing a short rest.
Oh, you're just gonna do a short rest and save the box?
Yeah.
Okay, how long will your short rest be? 1 hour? 2 hours?
It's 30 minutes. It's all, the total time is supposed to be an hour, but it's 30 minutes of resting and then 30 minutes of light activity or whatnot. So
Alright. Let me, I don't really have a notepad here, so on hand, but I'll just write down what I believe the time is right now. I'd say it's about,
it's terrible.
after this short rest, it's about 5 o'clock. 5 p.m.
That's better.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Combat music still going.
I know. Let's see, how do you turn off repeat? Just repeat off.
Yeah, repeat off.
We'll put it back to, oops. I'll put it back to the dark ambience. Oh, that's not it.
Extreme undead bounty.
That was for the other fight, but you came up with a better one, so I was like, I don't need this.
Hold on, we can.
Go.
I have a fix. There you go.
Righty. So, take a short rest. Gردane has kind of stepped back into the alleyway. He's got his cigar. He pulls it out, and the smoke's kind of rising to the sky, and he just looks up and again nods again.
You guys have some downtime, and then you need to get anything done. Now's the time.
Crete is just he's taking a watch and he's flipping his memento, and it's a coin of delving, which is very annoying because when he flips it up in his fingers, it makes a very loud pinging noise because that's what the coin of delving does. You can hear it very loudly because it's meant to be dropped down mine shafts and such.
As you're doing this, Daniel is over here sitting on this pile, and you see him do it, like turn a knob on his head. Probably a volume control or something.
Gردane knows about coins of delving. He's not thrilled that you're doing this. He's not going to say anything at this moment.
It goes like from every 30 seconds to more like every minute, every 2 minutes, and then just randomly.
Perfect thing for this. I'll be right back.
Is there anything you guys like to do while you have this downtime?
Oi, Jetikus, what do they call you, minion? Figure
Only
with you long
one
enough.
calls me minion.
Great. Why does one call you minion? Obviously enough of us have heard it.
He believes himself superior to me, and I let him believe that he is useful to have around.
Who is he?
My partner, Genrid.
Where
Sorry,
is he?
I mispronounced that. Genrid. He is off on a mission and scouting something. They didn't want to send me out because I am a little bit too loud for stealth missions.
Don't see him all around the office too much. He really was Schrodinger?
Yes, he is. But he's not much around the office. Either he's out investigating or he's at the gym trying to gain something.
Why does he think he's better than you?
him since. He now tries to kill me on a regular, but he is too weak to do anything.
What, just for fun? Fuck.
Yeah, we tend to attack each other at random sometimes.
Hmm.
And see who's more superior.
Reminds me of when I was a kid. Kinda all we knew. You fought for your place. Once you got to the top, you just kept fighting. Only the people who deserved to be there stayed. Well, don't die.
I intend not to. Looks over at Scales, probably still flipping the coin. Everyone smile.
Bing, bing, bing. I have no idea what a coin of delving sounds, but apparently it sounds really annoying.
Bong.
Oh no.
Bong.
What
Ding
about
ding ding ding
Bong.
ding dong ding ling ding dong ding ling do.
Beast!
Dong ding dong ding dong ding ling ding dong ding ling do.
what about him? What do you think of little scaly fuck?
I think he's unhinged, which is something coming from me.
Nah, you're not that bad. Trust me, I've been with worse.
My passive perception is 19. Then again, I'm
Matt and
probably,
he
They
smells.
probably want you to hear.
Well,
you know,
that's what his kind always smells like.
Like rolling sewers.
We're in a literal sewer.
When you get
Yeah,
used to it
which
for a
makes it
while,
worse.
after a while.
it smells worse than the sewer.
What about the man with the hat? What do you think about him?
Gonna get us all killed. Seems to have a righteous streak in him.
A stellar.
He will be the one to die first.
I'm sitting on a low wall, like
Yeah.
maybe 15
Yeah,
feet from
we're
this.
both looking at you while we're talking.
Yep.
I've got a small bottle of something, some mostly clear liquid. I'm just sipping slowly, staring back at you.
Staring contest.
I do not blink.
You
Well,
might not actually blink too.
honor's all good and all, but fuck taking him being fucking alive and taking some bet. With myself or otherwise.
I have paid my dues.
Ah, goddamn, I need to figure out how to do this accent again.
I have paid my dues. You need not worry about me jeopardizing this contract.
Says the man who walked into the middle of a hook gang and tried to decapitate people.
As I have said, I have paid my dues.
And as you're doing this, Daniel stands up, stretching. All right. You guys ready to go? I don't know if we keep this up, we won't have as much time to, get back before nightfall.
What are you, nervous, pencil dick?
We all fear the sweepers. The only fools don't fear them.
Don't fear the sweeper is in your head.
Alright.
And as you guys are walking by,
Grenade
see,
puts out his cigar and follows.
you see Scales looking at a message on a table, and you see a graffiti on the table. It's a picture of a Zweihander, broken in half. And what looks like gibberish is written across the table. Daniel ignores it. He's just heading straight ahead. He's used to graffiti like that. Not everybody likes the Zwei Associate, as proven now.
There's a AZAB scrawled into one of the walls.
It's an S. Stylized. Only 90s kids. No, yeah, Crete is looking at this broken Zweihander, not as not as discreetly as he would like to be examining it as if there's some sort of meaning. And is surprised by Chaticus.
At
Chaticus.
this, Daniel's gonna look over at you two. You two good? You're just standing there, looking at each other, or the table. Hard to tell.
Nothing, just interesting bit of pictographs or whatever you human types call it.
We call that graffiti where I'm from. Not worth cleaning.
Oh? Well. Noko, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry. Dogs.
Are you
Can you
saying
say that
anything?
again? No, I'm just walking by, taking
Oh.
a glance at.
Right.
It just looks like gibberish to you. You do note the picture of the Zweihander broken, though. Cracked in two, it looks like.
Well, if you
And
two ponces are done lollygagging over the local art gallery, I think we got some fucks to kill.
Yeah, sure. And Crete is going to turn around. He puts his hand over the Zweihander, or like somewhere on the table, and I'm gonna see if. He just scratches the table.
Daniel definitely doesn't notice that, and I don't know what contests that, so I don't even know if anybody was looking.
Well, yeah, if
It'd be-
anyone's looking.
It'd be a perception check. It'd be usually, again, unless it's actively looking, it's a passive perception.
Yeah, if any of you were paying it or were looking, that's your prerogative, but Daniel wasn't.
Grenade is
Looking at.
Exactly.
Grenade is grumpily following Daniel.
All right.
Bringing up the rear.
Daniel takes a breath and he says, "Thank God for air filters." Alright. He opens the door and you head in.
Hmm.
I'd say in this area. The smell is something to behold. It's horrible. The light is very dim in here. Daniel pushes a button on his helmet and his visor goes from purple to green. So first it says he has a dark vision up to 15 feet.
100.
Dark vision, but not light.
He doesn't. Who's ever heard of a flashlight?
You know, Grenade's
How
over
far
here.
can some of you see in dark vision?
150 feet.
Ah,
150?
nothing.
I don't have
Nothing to
dark
leave
vision, but I have
60.
blind sight, so even
Blind
in total
sight.
darkness, I can see within 10 feet of me.
So for Ebon Cleaver, you see
I can see everything.
all the way up here. You see more of those creatures, but they don't seem particularly interested in you right now. They're busy moving bodies.
I can see everything.
You can see everything.
Uh,
They seem to be dragging it the top left. Northwest.
I have 60 feet.
So you'd see him too. Gredane will just elbow Crete and just nod his head toward them.
You're currently
Mhm.
still in free movement. All right, looks like we're gonna be heading to the north end of this tunnel.
Hey, Pencil Dick.
Ah!
Pencil Dick, shut it. We ain't alone.
You can see?
Can you? Fuck you. Come on. Close your trap.
Very well. Lead the way, he whispers to you.
I
It'll be up.
would like
It'll be
this-
around this bend.
I would like to stealth and go to the right.
Go for it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I can actually do something with that.
Oh,
Yes, I
Technically
can roll a psionic energy die. So I'm just gonna roll a quick D8. 16 for.
okay, hold on. While you're doing this, I need to. I'll be right back. I need to go to another page.
Some spoopy music.
Oh, you're super right. You got any good recommendations? Because I've been loving your choices. You're in tense mode right now, I'd say. You see the woman that you remember getting dragged away over at the corner. Seems like she's currently been left behind by whichever creature chase or taking her. And you see a very big grin on her face. Glassy eyes, just staring straight forward, sitting on the ground. But a smile the whole way.
Gredane is gonna grab Daniel and kind of
creatures
push him
moving
off to the
from-
side so he can step in front of him, and then he'll start moving forward stealthily. I have half plate, so this is at disadvantage. You know, disadvantage.
You know. You see this creature sloop off into the water and just slide across it, dragging the body the whole way.
So, Gredane's going to approach this woman very slowly, keeping an eye on the stuff around him.
You see black tar oozing out of her mouth and her eyes as well. She doesn't seem to be moving, though.
Looking around both ways. Kind of grumbles slightly. Reaches forward and very slowly grabs her by the arm. Pulls her back. Grabbing her by the arm, does he feel a pulse at all?
No, her body rolls over onto its side as you drag her. She's dead. Any life she had was taken from her. Specifically due to the hole in her chest that you...
right, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to quietly grab the hand axe from his shield. Kind of rolls her over, decapitates her real quick at the neck, splits the body, rolls it into the sewer.
Can I stealth over as well?
Yeah. Daniel notices what you did, but instead of what he did before when he saw the witnessed murder, he just nods at you.
Oh no.
Clomp, 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 clomp.
Actually, you know what?
Behind.
I'm gonna go directly from here to. I guess I'm just walking in the water, and since I don't have dark vision, I'm not. I have blind sight, so I can navigate. It's just it's a little bit shaky.
How deep is the water?
I'd say about 15 feet. You'll have to swim if you go in it.
Sure, I'll swim, and then when I get to the other side, I'm gonna use my orb of cleansing.
You see one of the creatures going around the corner.
Is it
seems
Is
aimless.
it lit up here? Can he see it?
As I would have said, you would have been able to see it. I don't think Toshiro wouldn't be able to see it yet.
Yeah,
Ebon
so
Cleaver can see it though.
after he deals with the woman, kind of wipes his hands off. They're still grimy, and then he steps up next to him, grabs him
I
by
offer him the orb.
just
touch the orb.
just bats his hand away as he kind of grabs at the belt and just be like, "There's another one of those creatures just ahead."
Good. We can avenge her.
I don't think she cares anymore.
But I do.
It's facing towards the left right now.
Well, to your funeral if you want.
Everyone just left. Jack is over here lighting a torch.
How far up is the creature?
25 feet.
Noted.
I'm gonna draw my sword and slowly start moving over.
Yeah, Jack is reaches down and his little lantern is all his simply turns on. It's like a little LED light. Ting.
As low as your stealth is, you still beat its passive perception, so it doesn't hear you clomping your way over.
Well,
Its vision is based on movement.
its passive perception would be 10 plus whatever its wisdom modifier is. So
It is definitely modified by its wisdom.
okay.
Can I make well, I was gonna say, can I make another stealth check? It doesn't seem like it's necessary. Anyways, once I get up to here, I can now see it.
You just see a bundle of faces and bodies just modified into one slimeling. You notice scraps of clothing, and you also notice the distinct blue color of the Zwei Association, a fragment of one of their coats in this creature.
Alright, I'm gonna make a quick half step up and just do one decisive strike on it. Attack.
Yeah, you can do your attack. I'm just gonna get the turn order ready. A 13 hits, and you're doing a stealth attack. What is that? A stealth on advantage? If you're not a
Yeah, if
Is
if you're technically hidden, or this would be essentially like a surprise attack, it would be at advantage.
yeah. So that's a critical hit.
Neat.
I would say too at this point, the light is no longer resonating with anybody right now. 15 plus 1
Plus 10 necrotic.
plus 10 necrotic. Because
Total
this
of
actually,
26.
what does that work on? That only works on living creatures, right?
So it doesn't work on undead or constructs, but you did say that if it was a construct, I would still get the health.
Well, that only
Wouldn't do
worked
the
on
extra
those things
damage.
because they were. I would put them more in modified humans.
Ooh, so it would work.
Yeah, not this thing though. This thing is undead, and is not affected by your lifesteal.
Ah, so I don't get the hit points, or I don't do the damage, or I don't do both.
Both.
When you attack a creature, yeah, both.
Okay. All right.
If it isn't, so you just do 16 damage.
All right. Can I extra attack before combat actually starts?
Yeah. What's up?
Can I extra attack before combat starts?
No, not this one.
You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action. But it is on my turn, so I will understand.
This is just you getting a quick strike in before turns are dealt. Roll me initiative.
Good.
Gredane is just leaning against the stone wall with his arms crossed.
Daniel's here too. Is that everybody?
I suppose I will
One,
roll.
two.
I suppose
three.
I shall roll.
Oh my god, those are some powerful rolls. Jadicus, you're up first. No, wait. Crete, you're up first.
Is
I'd
there
scroll up.
anything down here that I spotted, or is it just...
It's just trash, it looks like. Maybe you see the remnants of a living quarters of somebody who was living here?
Mm.
They're not here anymore, though.
Oh, wow, nothing over that way. What the fuck's going on? Oh.
Well, Blinky Samurai thinks he will be a hero. Should be interesting to watch.
You just hear squelching noises from the darkness.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, Gredane is literally just leaning up against the brick wall.
Sharpshooter. This is a 13 hit.
A 13 does hit.
Ooh.
All those numbers.
16 plus 22 is 38.
In front of yeah, how are you finishing this thing as Toshiro has just watched this creature explode in front of him?
Shoot the thing into the wound I made.
Yeah, that works. So Crete looks up, he's annoyed, looks up with his dark vision and the grayscale that it is. He looks at it, sees the weak spot, he flings a nano blade into it.
Creature just falls still, spreading out into goo that leaks into the water.
It's almost like carrying around those big old weapons is just for show.
Is he looking at
Oh, it's just
samurai or
he's just making a comment, and it's meant to be more favorable toward Crete.
yeah. But, sometimes when things don't feel anything, that's what this is for. And he pulls open his did I say he was wearing a trench coat? Or just a really long coat? I forgot.
Yes.
He was wearing a very long coat. He just he opens the coat and there's a plain old rapier, just almost as tall as he is, inside of it. Along with a short bow.
Compensating
And the
for
other-
something.
Okay. Is that the
It's-
end of your turn?
It's easier to poke things with.
Hmm.
Besides, it's a little bit more harder for the small folk to slip a dagger into someone when you're half something size.
Is that the end of your turn, Scales?
Yes.
Ebon Cleaver, you're up.
He's just leaning against the wall, arms crossed. Turns over.
Ebon Cleaver is playing it cool. That'll be it, right?
Yep.
Alright. Jadicus, you're up.
Breaks
I just
Daniel
finished
over
showing
his
on my
knee.
lantern over here.
Daniel just looks at you and nods. You're doing good out there. Good work. Glad I hired your office, but the other guy's a bit metal.
Thank you for showing. Well, thank you for your gratitude. I am superior than you.
Ah. If you could see his face, his smile just went to a sad oh. Oh.
I'm gonna dash 5, 10,
Shoo.
15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just gonna stand here and watch.
Oh, Shiro, you're up. You see a small figure from around the corner. Well, a multitude of figures around the corner, all in one. And the creature in front of you has just exploded. from a shot from the dark.
I'm gonna round the corner. Once I get to here, I can actually see the creature. And do another jump step and hit it. That.
That hits.
And you said no necrotic damage.
No necrotic damage, and your light has faded at this point.
My what?
The memento thing. I was saying no, you can't use it right now.
Oh, I thought it was once per turn.
When your light is glowing.
Yeah. Then, in other words, when the DM says,
I see.
"Whoa, this is a
Gotcha,
story
gotcha,
event," you hit it. Oh, double attack. That hits. I always forget about the double attack. Slicing and dicing it. It's holding steady. It gazes at you, arms reaching out towards you, and what you could have mistaken for a hug if you couldn't see the creature. It's just doing that though.
Actually, I can't really do anything. It's like, do I have bonus actions? Nah.
All right. Is that your turn then?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Daniel, with his 15 feet, he's just gonna walk up here. And he's gonna break into a sprint.
He's
He
eager to
doesn't-
prove
he's-
himself.
Yep. But he ends his turn there. It is the creature's turn. With its arms outstretched, it's gonna tar grab you. Does a 23 hit you?
It do.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. It does 6 bludgeoning damage, and you need to make a target is grappled, escape DC 15.
So
Make me
it's-
a strength saving. What?
He's automatic because it hits. It's automatically grappled and restrained. He can try to escape on his turn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how. Okay. As if in response to your strike, it grabs a hold of you, and sinking into your body and the crevices of your cybernetics. It is not a very fun feeling, and you hear whispering in your mind.
Do I still
And-
have temp HP from before the short rest?
No.
That
Yes.
doesn't go away until you take a long rest.
Yes, you still have the temp HP.
Neat. Well, I no longer have the temp HP because I've just lost the health, but that's good to know. I just soaked 4 damage.
Since you're restrained and grabbed, it's gonna drag you. 5, 10. It's gonna drag you into this room. So, and you see,
Oh my god.
but you don't see 5 individuals. You see 5 of them massing together into just a corpse pile. And out of the corpse pile, you see a leg sticking out. Not like a human leg, but a leg made of the mass of these creatures.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, there's a mech. They got a mech coming.
That'll be the end of its turn, and this thing is dead, so it shouldn't be here. Scales, you're up next.
Oh no, he walked out of sight.
Yeah,
Told you.
well, there wasn't anything in the contract about getting someone else's share if they died, so might as well make sure he lives.
Well,
I'm just gonna
go
go for
on,
the-
be the hero.
Fuck being the hero. I just want to get paid.
There's now a new creature in the battle.
Okay. Do I see with my 60 feet?
You do not see. Oh,
Do I see anything
There's
of
60 feet.
notice?
Oh
let
my.
me get rid of some. Nope. With 60 feet,
Mm-hmm.
it looks all clear, but you do see an inky black trail leading into this off room.
So how does a jump work again?
Um,
Swimming is half your movement.
Swimming is difficult terrain.
D&D jumping.
Let me find
Okay, I
it.
guess the question.
There's
Yeah,
a
I guess the
jumping
question is,
calculator.
would
I'll say if you take
jumping
out your strength determines how far you can jump, and you can make a long jump. You can cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can only leap half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement.
Okay, so if I say that 30 to get there, and then bonus action
Dash.
dash from rogue, I want to go from there to there. That'll be 15 feet. If I jump, I have a strength of 12.
That'll work. I say it'll work.
Great.
I'm not gonna
That's the
calculate. I'll
math.
just it looks easily jumpable.
Okay. Well, I'm going to follow the inky blackness, so it's 15, 30.
You come upon a mass of these creatures.
All right. Wide brim hat guy. What's in the. Oh, that's not good.
The rest of you hear growling coming now.
Mm.
I'm going to fling a knife at. Which one is the one that is holding him?
Technically, it's this one, but because he's so close to the mass pile, they're reaching out to him now to join in on the grab.
D&D is agnostic about someone being engaged, right? For disadvantage on ranged attacks of an ally next to an enemy?
That doesn't matter in D&D. We're at 5e.
Okay,
I
just in Star Wars. Got it.
only count the chance of you hitting him if you roll a nat one.
Okay,
Yeah.
the house rule established. I'm going to fling sharpshooter. Oh no.
8, 7, 6, 5. That doesn't hit.
Hmm.
Your knife goes wide, but it doesn't hit anybody important.
Can you use one of your psychic dice to up that hit? Or is that...
I fail an ability check.
No, that's not an ability check.
No, it is not.
Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, wait.
Oh.
No, I'm not close enough. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Eben Cleaver, you're up.
He just
You heard a
he looks over.
disquieting growl.
He looks over at Chaticus. I told you they'd go and get themselves killed. I suppose we better go save their asses.
I suppose we probably should.
Fucking amateurs. Because he's a ranger, I have swimming and climbing speeds, so Gredane just goes straight across 25 feet, goes to here for 30 feet, sees Crete, glances around the corner, sees the whole group. Oh, what
You
the...
see like a mass almost reaching to the roof.
What the
Just a mass of meat.
Fucking hell. What the fuck did you wake up, Blinky?
I do not know.
Saying this too, you can see that more and more of this tar is entering very important bits of Toshiro. Aesthetically speaking, not mechanically.
Fuck. Right. Get the fuck out of here. I got a way to deal with this. Get back to the bridge. With that, he will just do his 2 attacks against the one that is actively holding him right now. So quick
Can
draw.
you see that from there?
He's peeking around this corner. I mean, unless you're saying I have to be on top of Crete to look down that little.
I would say you'd have to be either on top of where your scales is or right in the middle here to see that creature to get a good shot at it.
I have 5 more feet of movement, but I can't
Ooh.
be in his space, so I can't end my turn in his space. So could I say that I kind of nudge Crete out of the way, throw 2 hand axes, and then kind of get shunted back to this position?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll allow that.
So that's what he does. He peeks out, throws 2 hand axes at this guy, and we'll go from there.
Mm.
First one against the guy next to Toshiro is a 21 for 21 slashing damage.
That one will hit.
Is that guy dead yet? No, because Toshiro
Nope,
didn't
he's still standing.
didn't do much to him. All right. Second one with an 18 or another 21 slashing damage.
That one will hit again, and the tendrils that were gripping Toshiro tightly fall slack as this creature melts in the goo. But you do see it. The goo that is melted is moving towards this monstrosity, this mass.
Oi, metal ass, get your fucking self out of here. We gotta go.
I need to wait for my turn.
Wait, no. My turn's over.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I don't think I can do anything with any of my bonus actions. Nope. We're good.
Atticus, you're up. You heard a disquieting growl from up ahead, and everybody seems to be moving that away.
Actually, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. That's the end of my turn.
My man.
You could dash.
Oh, yeah, I could. Okay, dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nope, 30. There we go.
I love that Chaticus is just some dude.
Just wandering around.
Just the dude.
The dude. Uh-oh. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Oshiro, you are freed from your main grabber, and this creature is... There are many faces staring at you, all with very large grins on their face.
I'm gonna splash at several of the faces.
You meet.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah.
That one misses.
Fuck. I'm gonna. Actually, do I fighting spirit here? No, I'll save it. I was gonna cut my losses and leave. I'll say the tar is still gumming up my joints.
It's gonna take an attack of opportunity on you.
That's fine.
It's gonna use its bite move on you as that mouth forms.
Goodness.
Does a 28 hit you?
Yeah, do.
You take 20 piercing damage.
Goddamn.
As you move, it takes a chunk out of your armor.
Stumbles forward, but I am stoic and do not react.
You guys see Toshiro run by you. Marginally large chunk taken out of him.
That looked like
Is
it
that
hurt.
the end of your turn?
Is it a? You know what? I'll use a tireless spirit. Wait, no, that's not it. What's the thing? Second wind.
Second wind. Bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is the end of my turn. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You'll love to see it.
Okay, it's still 13, so that's not bad, but.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Daniel's up. The hell's going on up here?
Stay the
He
fuck
he
back if
steps
you don't
over
want to
the-
die. Or go be a hero, whatever the fuck you think you can do.
15, 20. You gotta go by here. Actually, hold on. Was that? That was 30. Taking a peek, he's just. Oh. Oh. That's not good.
It's almost like I told you what was going on and you didn't listen to me.
Right.
Did you forget to turn on your audio sensors?
Looking like he's stopped paying attention at this point. You see him put down his white hander on his back. He pulls out a small crossbow, a repeating crossbow,
Oh, that'll do a lot.
from inside his coat. He's gonna do the same thing you did. He's gonna shunt. Actually, no, he wouldn't be able to. He doesn't have any movement speed left, but he has his repeating crossbow ready to fire when he gets a chance.
Yes. Shoot it with toothpicks. Great idea.
Better than getting in close hand-to-hand combat with that thing.
Yeah, don't tell me you're scared. I couldn't tell. I can't see you pissing yourself. Nope.
This creature is going to, as it cannot reach anybody, it's going to spit out a smiling body. Oh,
It's huge!
not that big.
Big.
It's going to spit out a smiling body, taking... I'll say it takes enough damage that, You know what? Actually, get rid of this guy. It's going to spit out a smiling body that will go from this form of it. It's going to move forward, and it's going to attack Scales with Tar Grab.
No.
Does a 19 hit.
Yeah.
Make me a
No, he's
strength
grappled.
check, strength saving throw. Oh no, he's just grappled. No, you're right. He's just grappled.
It's one of those things that it auto grapples, but then he can try to break out on his turn.
It's gonna drag you back in 5, just 1 foot.
This can't be good.
That'll be the end of its turn. This creature is
Dead?
not completely dead, as it's massing back in.
Oh.
It's just gonna heal 1d. It's still dead, but it is slowly reforming back.
And this guy is not here.
Oh no, that guy. No, he shouldn't be here. My bad. Scales, it's your turn. You were in the maw of the beast as it's dragging you back into the horde.
You don't want to hear.
And you are currently restrained.
Yes. So I have to spend my action to go try and get out.
Yeah,
Your speed becomes 0.
that's usually the case, is when you're grappled, you can spend your action
Yeah.
to break the grapple. I think in this case, it's usually either athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Unless it's
well,
specified, unless it says which one on the...
It doesn't specify.
it does not. I am a squirmy boy, so. Oh.
You are still grappled.
I'm gonna roll a die with it.
Uh,
Was it 20? Oh,
yeah,
yep.
you managed to maneuver free from the tendrils gripping you.
So at first, he's trying to get out. It doesn't quite work. And then he slaps it, and there's this weird blue, purple, and pink of the nanobots sink into it, and then causes the mass to spasm just long enough. And bonus action disengage. Nope. My brother
Oh,
was
I was
eaten
gonna
by a
have-
slime.
I was gonna say, I was like, bonus action.
Nope.
Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, yes.
Evan Cleaver, you had just witnessed your pal going and just getting slapped, and he just ran back out.
Right.
And you're realizing this will be a problem if it's not dealt with now.
Hmm. See him growl and look around. Fine. Look, get across the sewer. Get away from these things. Get range. Yeah, you can use your fucking toothpick shooter. We'll deal with this my way.
Daniel just nods at your words this time. Not even a comeback at all.
So Shiro hasn't. I'm assuming toothpick shooter refers to the longbow.
Yeah. Or to the repeating crossbow Daniel has.
Yep.
Oh.
So, Grenade is gonna quickly swim across to the other side. His action will be to. He's not going to throw at the. He's going to throw at the full mass body.
Yeah.
So that will be action. Chuck. That's a crit.
That hits. Oh, well, I mean, it's definitely going to hit. Chris.
Goodness. Come on, dice. Roll better. So, 21.
The mass roars at you as each strike hits true.
Ah, shut the fuck up. I've known grandmas uglier than you. Second one is a 12.
That misses. Well, which one are you aiming for? Are you aiming for
The
the mass
body.
again, or are
The
you aiming for
big body.
the big body? That one misses.
Okay.
It hits.
I will
Nothing important.
do precision attack, which ups it to a 16.
That hits then.
Okay. Or another 21 damage.
You see a portion of the mass shrink lower
Okay.
as it's not completely dead, but you've definitely wiped out a part of it.
Okay.
And any future healing it has is going to be reduced. Regeneration, I should say.
I will bonus action quick toss. For another crit.
Whoa. Mother of God, that hits.
Seriously? Both the crit dice rolled ones?
Aiming for the mass again, or the...
Yeah, everything's at the big body.
The big
So
body?
that's 25.
25.
Because I can't roll for shit on crit dice apparently tonight. So that's 25.
Another strike, and this one makes it warble.
And then... Yeah, I'll do that. And then he'll say, right, back the fuck up. Either get with me or get away from the entrance. And he is going to action surge. And then he is going to... And then he's going to hold that action until everyone is away from the opening here, because he is holding the spell Spike Growth.
Ooh.
So this is a 20-foot radius, and he's going to essentially drop this thing. Let me draw it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So he's going to drop this thing so that any movement that these things do is going to be hampered and painful. But he's holding the spell until the team gets out of the range, which is why he said, get back to me so we can shoot it.
Alright, that's the trigger. Got it.
So he is holding that spell. Turn over.
Atticus, you're up. You have just gotten word that you probably shouldn't be near the what's inside this room, as something big is about to happen.
That's fine. I had no want to help him. He brought this bond himself. I'm just gonna stand back here and lean against the wall, and I also have no range weaponry, so.
Word. Alright. Your turn over then?
Yep.
Oh, sure. You're up.
I'm gonna get out of range. I'm gonna, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20. And I can either do this before or after I go, but could I use a bonus action to light a torch and either shoot it into the giant wriggling mass on an arrow
allow
or
it.
just chuck
I
it?
instantly allow it.
Yes.
I instantly allow it. I can stop you right there.
So
I'm assuming this spike growth is going to be flammable too.
Ooh. Yeah, so I light a
Oh,
torch,
no.
affix it to my arrow just below the point, and huck it into the room.
Web is flammable. Spike growth
That's the
is
wrong
not.
thing.
Oh.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
I mean, technically speaking, that was the right modifier, so can I just take the first roll on my longbow?
no, I'm taking the longbow roll.
No!
Even if they're functionally the same, I have to take it.
Okay, I'll do my second attack, though. I'm
just
assuming
wondering-
it still makes it into the room.
Does a actually? Well, it's a critical fail. I don't know. You can only shoot a teammate with a critical fail if they're in your way, right?
I will use a luck point to re-roll.
That
I was
that's
gonna
all.
say,
That
Daniel's
is a
about to
homebrew
meet his
rule.
end.
Technically,
Oh.
nat ones on attacks are just an automatic miss. That is the only penalty of a nat one. Anything more than that
okay.
is you can add to it. You could say
Okay, no, I'm not gonna
you could
have
say
you
he
being able to
fires
shoot
the
at you.
torch and the
Straight into the
it
water.
just falls into the
I've
water.
already used my luck point. I'm just
Right. You used your luck point. That never happened. That hits.
Never happened.
It lands inside the room. There is a fire growing.
there's a torch dangling off the squirming mass.
And it
takes
does
10
look like
piercing
it's starting to
damage.
catch fire too.
Nice. Shoot it again. It's an 18 hit.
18 does hit. Along with that
Boom.
24 as well. Another mass falls silent. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, seeing this, Daniel is gonna 15. He's gonna grab Scales and pull him away.
Thank you.
Scales, are you okay with that?
Sure.
You get pulled 5 feet away.
Because
out
if
of
he
the
didn't,
AoE.
if he didn't, Gredane would have let the spell go.
I know.
So
Daniel senses imminent danger, specifically in this cone.
yeah, you see Gredane is like like he's got these hands and you see these motions that he's doing, and this kind of almost dusty gray energy is swirling between his fingers, and he takes this and he slams both hands into the stone, and it seems like nothing's happening, and then suddenly you just see all of the bricks are in this area just kind of and just become these jagged points, and this whole area is just full of these jagged bricks. They're not breaking, it's almost like they've rotated and they're all just in these really sharp jagged angles.
I love it.
Is it possible to say, DM, fiat shenanigans, that the vines grow across the opening here, like closing off the room?
It's the ground only. They're not vines. It's just
not
the
vines.
ground. So it's made everything difficult terrain and very spiky. So if it moves at all, anything moves, every space it moves, it takes 2d4 damage.
I'll say, and well, then my DM shenanigans will be that the torch that was hit is starting to catch this thing on fire with it being in such a confined room, and
I like
it
that.
can't regenerate. Yeah, so it's gonna take. I'll say. Nope, not that.
It takes 16% damage.
I pressed the wrong button again. I'll just roll this twice. It was supposed to be 2d12.
16% recursive.
Yeah, it was
Actually,
the world
0.16 recursive.
Takes
Alright,
1/6 of
takes
its life.
damage, and it doesn't do anything at the moment as it's currently melting. And you hear screams and shrieks from inside. Definitely not human. The
Ban,
creature is going to
baby,
attempt
ban.
to walk out. And how does that work?
So every space it moves, it's going
5
to take
feet.
2d4 damage. So, and it's also difficult terrain, so its movement is halved.
So let's see, it was right here. And say 5. It's going to move 10 and then 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
8d4.
8d4.
God damn. I need to
It
play
has no
Ranger.
sense of preservation, so it moves.
22 cheese grater
Oh,
damage.
It's still alive. It's going to use dash to close the distance with scales. It has no concept of pain, in all honesty. So
Mm,
one
okay.
more,
Another set of damage.
2d4.
25 cheese grater total damage.
As it reaches out, almost getting close enough to touch scales, its body just shreds itself on the floor, and it just falls to pieces. An arm still twitching towards scales. It's dead.
Gridane just looks over at Scales. Good thing he pulled you out of that.
I thought he was still hurt about earlier, but yeah. Nice,
Just speeding time.
nice
Now that
masonry.
a new turn is taken over, it's going to take another set of burning damage. It's
Anyway.
just slowly burning to death in there now.
Anyway, Lizard Dick, get over here. Throw your fancy knives.
You just hear.
Huh. Am I able to see them?
Yeah, it's very bright in there now, and
It's a shooting
can,
gallery.
You can see this creature. Yeah, from where you guys are, it's that hits. Another 19.
Oh.
Another mass falls. It's just barely like, I would say like moss on the wall now in the back. That's just
Yeah.
glowing and faces are melting.
The
not
second
pretty.
one misses.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. The second one does miss. Shot goes wide. You hit a piece that's already
see
dead.
that one, right?
I mean, it was pretty pathetic. But
Yeah.
I get it. You're scared.
Is that the end of your
He
turn?
just rolls his shoulders and done.
It's still on fire. It's gonna take another set of damage. A very confined space. You see this creature is slowly burning away to nothing. You're up, Evan Cleaver. That hits.
18.
Something is holding it to this mortal coil.
Second attack.
Yeah. That hits.
18. Good. Both minimum damage. Both of them. My dice,
Oh,
my
there you go.
damage dice suck tonight.
1, 4, 12, 1, 1, 4, 12, 1.
Yeah. So
36
damage.
Yeah. The creature is how do you finish it?
He just looks at to Scales, not even looking, and just blind throws twice, and these two axes fly over, pin the last two remaining like skulls that are kind of flopping around in the fire. Just hits them both against the back wall, and then the fire, you just see them melt. That's how you throw. Now, come on, let's go. Enough of this
Creature falls
sideshow
silent,
bullshit.
Fire burning.
Yeah, you and your...
Shut up.
centuries of-
Walk.
Daniel hops over and just. That is. I gotta. Once we get up top, I gotta make sure to let the guys know this could be a problem. Up here, there's a
Don't
there's
worry.
a little
Fell down?
path we can take.
Is the terrain spell done?
If you're wanting to go in, you might want to ask. It isn't gone yet.
It's not gone, and there is a raging inferno burning in there.
I can drop it. You just gotta let me know.
I wish to retrieve my arrows.
You're. Aren't they kindling now?
They are metal.
Fine, whatever. I'm not gonna help again if this thing wakes back up, so. Be
Agreed.
my guest. And you see him kind of. You reach a hand back down to the floor, and you see all the bricks just kind of go. And fall back into place. It's nowhere near as neat as maybe it used to be, but there's no more razor bricks on the floor.
I'd say considering you're definitely a souped up augment, so this fire is nothing to you right now.
Yeah.
It's slowly climbing to not bearable levels, but you can still collect your stuff.
Can I make a? Oh, can I straight up collect them?
Yeah, sure.
Neat. Okay, so I get my 2 arrows back.
I'm made of sterner stuff that can survive fires.
It was more a matter of finding it, but I'll take a free retrieval. I'm sure they're glinting in the fire. And
Glowing
I'm also
red hot.
I'm gonna pull out the katana and just slice and dice, just
Yeah.
cut it into a couple more pieces before I go hop back over.
Daniel's gonna call out to you guys over here as he points at there is a ladder right here. It may not look like it, but there is one. It'll take us right outside Elcorp, but that's not good. Is there anything you guys like to do before you leave?
I would use my cleansing orb to clean myself of all the tar,
Oh yeah.
gunk, and soot, and my own blood.
What color is your blood?
Red.
Blue, like the cyborgs
Like
from
a
Alita,
man.
Battle Angel.
You come out to destroyed wreckage. Oh, let me turn that off. And
Do we want new music for the less spoopy area?
actually, no, I'd keep it up because this is
Oh my goodness.
definitely the remains of a battle.
So many Daniels. There's
Nah,
so
these are just
many
generic
Daniels.
Zweihanders. They're setting up a cordon line.
Do they all look the
Directly-
same?
Yep. Well, some of them have different builds. Stocky. All that.
Okay.
But otherwise, they all wear the same helmet and uniform.
Look
Directly in front of you, towering above you, you see a giant building. It has Elcorp on it, their symbol and everything. The light has gone out from the sign, though, and there is no sign of workers in the offices. The building is almost a skyscraper. Towers above you. Around you, not pictured, are bodies of various others dressed in various garbs.
What
You
would
see a group like of two dressed in looks to be metal armor with a white coat covering them. One of them wearing a helmet with a monocle, a monoli. And over on this car, you see two suit-wearing gentlemen. Well, they're dead now, but wearing orange coats. They're holding what looks to be a musket in their hands. Although the musket is currently melting. You see several of the Zwei members around are in various states of injuries. But they've set up a cordon line right now, heading straight to the lobby of Elcorp. Alright. I've taken you as far. Wait, where's your fourth guy?
Before he walks off, Gredane just looks at him. Would you look at that dingle dick? He may let us right to the rest of your friends.
Yeah.
Now you can go back and piss yourself under your desk.
It was a journey. He's gonna just climb over this wall and start leaning against it. Actually, this is the next part of my job, though. I gotta catalog what's been going on here. The door should be open for you. They haven't locked it. We haven't gotten any orders to go in, though. So,
Well,
welcome to L Corp.
Kadane walks past, and then as he walks by, don't worry. I'll make sure the boss bills you for all the extra work we did.
Yeah, that's what I'm writing down right now. You see him pull out a notebook and writing various, almost illegible scribbles on it.
Come on, Prickle Dicks.
Yeah, this will be the last spot before you go into the lobby of L Corp.
Dwarf. A word, if I may.
What?
Sure.
Dwarf,
What?
but in a Japanese accent.
I'm right here. You can say what you need to say.
I wish to thank you for helping. Was not your responsibility.
Well,
As you guys doing this, you see one of those Y members call over Daniel, and they start talking to each other in quiet whispers.
I mean, I did tell you you'd get yourself killed.
I did not expect my weapons to have such little effect.
With that, he's gonna pull out the small bottle he was drinking from earlier and hold it out.
He'll pull out the flask and pour a healthy helping in, filling it to the brim. Yeah, well, all that city tech is a bunch of shit anyway. This lifts up the hand axe. This is proper dwarven craftsmanship. Doesn't have a problem dealing with shits like that. Cuts
And
through
how-
anything like butter.
How did you become so proficient with the axe?
How? Son, I've spent more years living in a cave than you've had time pissing yourself.
He ponders this for a moment and looks back at you.
Right.
I ain't some spring chicken here. When you spend a lot of time by yourself, you gotta figure out something to be doing. I was always good at throwing axes. So I just kept throwing them.
Out of character, I'm mostly trying to look for a reason as to why my level 10 character is absolutely dwarfed for damage by everyone else in this party. I'm having a bit of an existential crisis.
Hey man, builds. That's what I assume, anyways.
Builds, man. Also,
Builds.
apparently Samurai is like a meme class until you get to like level 15, then it becomes absolutely broken.
He does look really cool, though.
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
Listen. Don't shit yourself too much over it. When you get to my age, everything's a chore anyway. You just keep flashing that fancy sword of yours around. Don't go running into any more death pits.
Agreed.
Right.
And at this, you hear beep 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 going off as one of the Zwei's, not Daniel, the guy in front of him, looks at his watch. Yo guys, 7 o'clock. It's a 2-hour walk back to the train station, so if you guys are gonna get this done, might want to get in there. Gotta be out by at least 10.
7 o'clock. We were in the sewers for 5 hours?
No, it was actually 5 o'clock when you were resting.
Was it
So it was
really?
more like an hour and a half.
Because I thought it was 1 o'clock when we went into the alley.
Oh no,
we
it's
just
been
stood
a
there in a
while.
trance for 4 hours while people looked on horrified.
No, it's been a while actually. It's mostly the walking that's taken up time.
Alright. Right. Well. Anyone who's gonna piss himself over the fucking cleaners might as well get walking. The rest of us, why don't we go get our job done?
Up north. So you guys are heading into Lobotomy Corp then?
Looks back at Chaticus. You coming?
Yep.
And as you walk up, you come to, just standard sliding doors, the automatics. It opens pretty easily for you.
We say all of our cloaks of billowing are billowing dramatically as we walk up.
Very
Yes.
much yes. Dramatic music
You-
is playing alongside it. There's a metal guitar riff.
I can get some metal guitar riffs for ambient music.
You come to a set of stairs just leading up. You see what would probably be a receptionist's office. Nobody's there. Creepily enough, it's very clean in here. Usually for a place that goes out of business in such a quick manner. You would imagine there would be more bodies. Oh, thank you. The USB in Scales' back pocket, he can feel it
Mhm.
vibrating. All I have to do
It
is
is
find a
burdened.
computer. A
It is
specific
burdened with
computer it
glorious
is.
purpose.
You see a set of stairs ahead of you. You see what look to be barriers, but nobody to check you in. I guess you can't go in. Your journey ends here at the bottom of these stairs. Never able to
I
pass
have
the barrier.
thieves' tools.
I cast extreme violence.
One of the many things you can do to get over this. You can even go right through the desk over here.
Desk.
I'm gonna
And-
vault over.
You see, it looks to be a surprisingly high-tech computer up on a ridge.
Gredane sees all this tech, and he knows nothing about tech. So he just pops himself down at the receptionist desk, puts his feet up on the desk out of the way, and starts carving his wood block. Keeping an eye around, not like oblivious. He's basically in sentry mode, just watching around while the rest of the team starts delving into the tech.
As you come up the stairs, it's just a very normal lobby. Quite beautiful. But not a soul to be seen. No employees, no guards. Say for Scales USB, it's glowing, but it's not glowing that brightly where you are.
Hmm.
Apparently, it's been coordinated to a specific computer.
Well, time to go searching for it.
I'm gonna switch the music again because it's a little bit too.
As you go up the stairs, it starts glowing brighter.
Looks like it's towards this way. So do I get to the top of the stairs unmolested?
Yep, it's all good. It's glowing very brightly, and you do see this blinking computer over here.
I would like to roll perception over the
Ro-
entire room.
Roll me that perception. Ooh. You would notice that this room is a bit too clean. You also notice what looked to be markings in this center console, like on the floor, as if something can go up or down on a serval system. You don't hear anything, not through any of the walls, which also piques your interest, as again, a bustling corporation like this should have hundreds of employees. There were even branch offices. You went to the headquarters because that was your job, but you know that there were other branches of L Corp throughout its district. You never got word on what happened to those ones at the moment.
Here's the magic stick. Why don't you put it in that computer over there? I need to check around. Something isn't right.
Don't wander too far. Remember the last time that happened?
Yeah.
It was like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
As you walk past the computer too, you see a blinking message on it saying, "Seed of light, error, error, seed of light, error, error." It also has below it a login, and you see you would have seen several USB ports on it.
Just make sure you put it in the right way. I'm gonna go down here and investigate this side of the stairs. Just to see if there's any incongruities.
Oh, yeah. For scales, you would have seen one of the stairs is a little bit, specifically over here, is a little bit bigger than all the other steps.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Can I investigate the console?
Yeah.
There's no computer skill in D&D 5e.
Yeah, just make it intelligence.
Oh no!
Yeah. I got you.
That's not too bad.
It looks like a computer. You see consoles. You see the same message: seed of light, error, and login. Doesn't seem to be too much to it.
Can I make a perception check?
What are you perception checking?
I want to look for any other odd signs of... So there's the marks on the floor. Those are obvious enough, but... Are there any signs around the room of, like, a scuffle or fact that people left in a hurry or something of that sort?
In this case? Would you be able to sense magic at all?
We got 3 fighters.
Yeah, would you
ask
be
him
able to
to make
sense
a-
magic at all?
You could ask them to make an Arcana check.
Yeah, make me an Arcana check.
I was really hoping for perception.
Well, I mean, it would be. I mean, if you did make a perception, it would just be more of the same, above board.
Yeah, I got this thing. Haven't gotten a chance to use it yet. All right, Arcana check. Fuck.
Nothing out of the ordinary. It's a computer. It's a very clean lobby, very clean, and very quiet. The computer is still blinking at you. Log in. Seed of light. Error. And he gave you the USB, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's glowing in your hand and buzzing.
I'm gonna
You're definitely
plug
where it
in-
needs to be used.
I'm gonna plug in the USB. I'm gonna
As-
fumble with it. I try to plug it in. It's the wrong orientation. I try again. It's still in the wrong orientation. I try the third time. It's in the right orientation.
It's even in the future they never did fix that. You see
Swearing under his breath.
frack. Damn it.
What do I want? No.
You see the glowing like the glowing dots along the USB drain out of it into the computer in front of you. It takes a moment, but you see the computer's console go from seed of light error login to login successful. Welcome back. And it just has a big like garble of error for whoever the employee was.
It's just like it's a red text ransomware screen with a smiley face at the end.
Yep. You see a couple files. One that says clippeth deterrence. Let me because I don't actually know if I can pronounce this, but clippeth deterrence meter or level. And you also see that the USB is already working on its own, as there is already a downloading in progress going on. And the second file you would see is locked by it would say like an admin. Seems like this is mostly being downloaded onto the file or onto the USB.
I try admin as the password.
Error. Or actually, unsuccessful login attempt. Actually, I don't know what would the computer do when you try to open a locked file. It just says like error can't or unable to complete.
There's access denied or something like that.
Yeah. Access denied.
I'm just gonna let the USB do its thing.
All right. It's currently downloading. There are only two files, one locked and one that you could read. Otherwise, though, what else are you all doing? Look at all those cigarettes.
No, those are wood chips. He's carving.
Oh yeah, you're whittling.
He's carving cigarettes.
Carving.
What are you doing,
While
Scales?
Dwarves are hardcore. They smoke just straight up wood.
He's lit up a cigar and he's just carving his wood block with his hatchet.
It creates a strange environment as you have the extremely clean lobby and then you have the surroundings of Evan Cleaver. Very dirty. What are you two doing, Scales and Chaticus?
Just looking around the place, glancing at things around.
I'm gonna open up that gift left behind for me,
All right.
hidden underneath the stair.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it or just
Yeah,
grabbing it?
let's be sneaky about it.
Either way, though, I'll send you what you got. It's an ability.
Roll a stealth check. I want to see if Evan Cleaver notices.
Well, sleight of hand or stealth. GM.
Well,
I guess stealth might make more sense because I'm just like
stealth. Yeah.
Evan Cleaver sees it.
Going to do thigh bolstered neck because I'm very keen on being sneaky about this. I have no idea what everyone else's ability perceive is, but oh,
Epic
That make
Cleaver
it a
still sees it.
60?
Yep, Grenade still sees it. Spots you over by the stairs.
You see Scales pulling up part of the stairs. Quite easily, you see. And he pulls something out.
He makes note. As you pull it out, you hear Gredane's boots thump on the ground a little bit as he thump down onto the crisp floor as he stands up with a grunt. Right, what do we find here, guys? He's not walking toward Crate. He's just walking up the stairs.
Beep, beep.
This
Yeah,
data
he just goes
stick
beep, beep.
is transferring information.
Hmm. Great.
nothing interesting over here. Okay.
We'll get back to
Currently, the
you,
progress is at-
Slither Dick.
Yeah, currently, the progress is at 47% at 4 zettabytes.
Oh. Huh. What's that? And Crete is gonna go looking over the scuff marks that he noticed earlier.
Judging by what you see, it looks like there is a mechanism to this. Somehow it can be activated. And I would say also at this point, as let's say that it reaches 54%, more files open up. You see clip at the turn. You see ego. And you also see elevator controls.
Hey, Kiss, do you think you could pry this open?
Try what? Open?
It looks like it can move, right? All these
You
worry
can hold off on your kleptomag tendencies until we are finished with the mission.
I'm not a kleptomaniac. I'm just curious. There's a difference.
I don't know. I'd say you're a little bit more than curious. Seem to know a lot about this place.
I only know about as much about it as you guys do.
Yeah. Like that part under the stairs?
It narrows his eyes.
Listen, I can cut your head off and figure out what it is, or you can tell me. We're here on a job.
He sighs. One of the steps was too big. I looked underneath it. I'm not dead. Found this. And he holds up an interesting little gem in a setting. It
Gem
resembles.
is,
It's
it's glowy. It's what would you say? A necklace, a pocket gem you would have. What would you think?
I think due to the way that it was hidden, it's probably just a gem in a setting and like a milky white with black streaks and a gold rot.
For you, who's holding its scales, you feel a sense of calmness easing over your mind as you hold it, and it's glowing. I would say it's a glowing white gem.
Oh, so you just found it. You don't know what the hell it is?
GM, do I know what this is beforehand?
No, you would not know what it is.
I have no idea.
But you certainly knew where to find it.
Like I said, anyone could have seen it was a.
You're full of shit.
Beep, 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 beep. The computer is at 74%. And a warning appears on it now over the file marked clip at the turret.
What's that?
It's blinking behind you guys. Yeah.
Linking things with this weird stuff that these humans make is not usually good, right?
I thought this was your area of expertise.
Sort of.
Well, then how about you get on it?
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of crowd around the computer. Is there any sort of check I can do that might be able to parse what's going on?
No, you can just click on the file.
I
a
don't
normal
know if
mouse
I
and
want to
keyboard.
click on the specific file.
Click here. Blink, blink,
There's-
blink, blink.
I should
Click
actually
here.
write it
Blink,
down.
blink.
There was clip at the turret. There was ego. There was elevator controls. I think there was a fourth one that I forgot.
Is it a big red blinking button with like 6 arrows pointing to it?
This is
You know what? Yeah, actually.
Is there like a bikini-clad woman like dancing nearby? Like, is this? How virus
Not that-
scammy is it? Like,
It's more just trying to get your attention.
Not
And
through
I
or in
butchered
your
the
area.
hell. I butchered the hell out of clip at the turn, but I'm gonna type it in.
oh, this can't be good. Oh well. Gonna move the cursor over and press the button.
It brings up just a small page on the computer. It shows a meter that just clip at the turn. The meter is about 72% full, and it says 3 weeks and 4 days. And it has minutes and hours, and it's seconds, and it's slowly counting down.
This doesn't look like it's our problem.
You also see a file in this one marked T-01-75, and it notes abnormality containment breakout, or abnormality containment failed.
This might relate to us.
You want to click on that file?
Yeah. Because if it's a breakout and we're here in Elcor's, yeah.
You should see a file in your journal.
Yeah, it popped up.
One of you want to read it, or
Well,
What it
out
has
loud?
become is no longer truly undead, and has become a true monstrosity. Simply laying your eyes on is enough to cause the normal persons to die of shock. But don't die. Don't die. You
die.
can't die. You can't. It's so,
It's so
funny. The mountain of smiling bodies is made up of hundreds of once dead bodies, now somewhat alive, making up its horrendous shape. Everybody is stuck smiling, wrapped up in a black tar-like substance that seems to function as its skin. If you see a dead body near you and suddenly start to smile, burn the body. You cannot allow it to eat more. It can
It
smell
can
you.
smell you.
Burn yourself.
Leave nothing
Leave nothing
behind.
behind.
World
World
ender.
The mountain of smiling bodies never stops growing in strength. It would be allowed to consume an entire town of people and become nearly unstoppable. The only weakness is that it cannot fly, and thus the god should be
God
saved.
should be
from now.
saved for now.
and under this you see threat level Aleph in red.
How do you spell that?
I'm typing it out.
Aleph.
And it's in like a red, blood red box.
did Crete read this out loud?
Yeah.
Sounds like that shit we just fought. So these people released it? Or made it?
How the hell should I know? You know as much as I do.
It wasn't a question to you, dumbass.
It's so deranged, it is using the wrong form of it's.
The current meter is at 84%. It's almost done.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to point
Oh,
out.
yeah. No. That's fine. Yeah. Besides that file, you see ego and elevator controls.
Oh, looks like there is a lift. You want me to press it?
Now I want you to tell me more about your little gem before we go anywhere. Is that gonna endanger
You
us?
Nah, probably not.
Just a little side job?
Oh, let me just say that
You better not be lying to me.
I'll say that
You
over
still
the
sound like
course
you're
of
lying
this
to
little
me.
job, over the course of this little job, I might have wanted to fuck you guys over, but it's grown on me. You can also say that my office isn't, you know, the conventional kind. But there weren't any other workers around, so
Is this happening within earshot of the rest of us?
Right in front of
Or
you.
is this like is this like a whispered conversation, or are you speaking at a like
Full
normal
no,
volume.
I'm just saying it out loud.
Yeah, full
Full
volume.
volume. I'm getting confronted by one of the loudest people.
The people who doesn't give a shit.
And why did you not betray us?
Like I said, you guys are sort of grown on me, and I like making friends.
Well, that's a whole crock of bullshit, but...
You
Just
know how
know...
syndicates work. You've been around in the business long enough.
Oh, trust me, I know. I've killed more than my fair share of them.
And I know that there's been many mutual opportunities of less than beneficial, mutually beneficial nature that have popped up, but well, we're still here. No blades drawn on each other, right?
Yet.
Gredane pulls his hand axe out, just flips it head over end once or twice in his hand, just kind of juggles it. Just remember that if you do anything to fuck me over, I will personally remove that scaly piece of shit you call a head from your neck. We clear?
Yeah, I'd expect nothing less from a dwarf, keeping to their grudge promises.
You're barely old enough to know anything about us.
I've been around for a couple decades. I've lived through 2 dragons before coming here.
Just 2?
You'd be surprised. Blues. They're
Pussies.
rather stupid. But that makes them very temperamental. So, yes, I've made it through 2. And also navigated this weird world we're in. And he just he snaps his fingers, and slowly the blade, the longer the blades that he's been using this whole time, just open palm is balancing on one of his fingers. I adapt. You do too.
And with that, the download completes, and the USB even shoots out confetti and makes a little "yay" noise.
You can grab it with no, looking wholly unchuffed, and put it back into
No,
my
we
pack.
should probably get out
You didn't
of
even
this.
safely disconnect it. You
I
monster.
do not care.
We probably should get out of this shithole before the sweepers come around.
It's also at this. You hear, or rather, the lighting in the room, I don't really know how to change it, but it goes red. And you
Great.
see alert, what are they called? The alert
Klaxon.
Klaxons.
klaxons, yeah. You see those going off. It's not making any noise, but it's... Yeah. Yeah. But on the computer, you see alert, warning, Aleph threat detected in vicinity. Resonance cascade detected. Seed of light error, error, error. Dispensing eagle weapons.
What?
And directly in front of you, a
stop.
console pops up from the floor next to the computer, and you see 2 weapons. There's only 2 of them. One of the fist icon has a Aleph level on it, and the one next to it, the 2 pistols, has WAW. Wah.
Somebody say gun.
Yeah, the
We got
WAW
2
is in purple.
sharpshooters in the party.
I have 40 feet of movement. Now if you can beat me to it.
I'm literally standing right beside it.
I will
Kneecap.
say, you do see 2 messages. You see the one for the fist is called Gold Rush. An understanding of the concept of happiness is required to use this item. Taken from the King of Greed, formerly known as the Magical Girl of Happiness.
Oh no.
The other the 2 pistols are called together Solemn Lament. A strong sense of justice is required to use this item. Taken from the being known as the Funeral of the Dead Butterfly.
Okay, hear me out. Can I action surge to grab all 3 weapons at once before potentially a display case comes back down and blocks them off?
I would say there is no display case in view. They have just come up from like a dispensary of sorts.
Even so, can I just grab all 3 of them at once since I'm right here? Just to snatch them off the pedestal to make sure that they don't get...
I will say, as you put your hands near specifically the fist, you start hearing whispering in the back of your mind. And your hand it's actually getting drawn towards the fist.
Okay, I guess, you know what? I let it happen.
Oh. Okay. You slide your hand into the fist. And immediately you hear whispering in your mind of somebody crying out for happiness, of somebody crying. And you see images through your eyes of going down a hallway and a panicked employee. They have the symbol of L Corp and they're shooting a pistol at you. But you close the distance with them and all you hear is a grinding noise as they're turned into Gibbs. And you grab this, right, Nox? The fist?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
In your mind, there should be something new in your journal. If you are not proficient with dual spiked gauntlets, you are now proficient with them.
Wait, is it 2 or just 1? That I get?
It's just one. It's just
Okay,
one, even
good.
though it says dual. It's only one.
Does
if
that
you weren't
mean I
proficient
can
with that,
two-weapon
yeah.
fight more easily?
One-handed sword, yeah.
Would give
That's for
you-
you to read. As that, you know all that instinctively. The pistols are still sitting there waiting.
So is this just like a straight up gut? Like, can I still hold things with it?
Yeah.
Like, can I use other weapons with it too?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so it would be a dual.
You can pick. You can still pick stuff up, but you can't use weapons with it.
Right.
It is
like wearing Hulk
technically
hands.
cursed, but it's not cursed in the sense that you can't take it off your hand. But the effect is going to stay with you if you take it off anyways. It says pair of gauntlets, but again, it's only supposed to be one.
Yeah.
It's just your fist. Yeah. The pistols are still sitting there waiting.
Grenade stomps over and looks at them. Sees Toshiro pick up the gauntlet and it almost like slides onto his arm. So these are
That
what,
can't be
singularities or whatnot? Fucking tech magic.
Probably.
No thanks.
It might be
I've
too
seen
late
enough
for
cursed
me.
things in a dragon's hoard to, well, I don't know it's cursed. I recant that statement. I know enough free magical things that to know it's not always a good idea to pick them up.
What do you think,
But-
Jadicus? You want a gun?
Toshiro, you hear? I'm just gonna type this like as you, but you hear this in your mind. Just random.
The weapon is speaking to me.
Oh, good. It's one of those. Fucking Drow always had a
If no one else
obsession.
should take the guns.
Fucking talking weapons.
Are you gonna take the guns, Chaticus?
If no one else is gonna take them,
Be my guest.
All right, Chaticus. You have a new thing in your journal.
What?
I also put it in the notes there so you can copy and paste it to your abilities if need be.
Jadicus
If you were not
becomes
proficient with firearms before, you are now, and these are 2 weapons.
Gun.
It does not actually require attunement. It is already attuned to you.
It's a gun. How much attunement do you need?
And
for someone who has no honor, I guess he was guns now.
I would also say too, you notice that there is no button to take out the magazine for this gun.
It go burr. It go burr.
And you hear whispering as well. While I'm pulling out the quote book.
Well, Chad,
Fortunately,
these ones
because your
talking to you
characters
too.
are naturally strong, you will not be affected by this. But if you were any weaker, you would have been afflicted with a condition known as ego corrosion.
Oh,
Atticus starts hearing whispering as well.
Well, you hearing whispering too, Chad?
And as Chaticus tightens his grip on the white weapon, He only pops in. The only words popping into his head.
Just the ramblings
God, God,
of
That's
mad
the-
people.
As his hand tightens around the second one.
GM, can we say that it changes to match my color scheme once I don the gauntlet?
No, unfortunately, it is amber.
Gold.
If anything, you would change to fit it if you failed the.
You are the
wield
bling
it.
samurai.
guess I must be dripped out now.
I would say though that the gauntlet has a shrunk on your hand to. It's as if it's just a small second layer on your hand. For now, anyways.
So I can't use two-handed weapon. Can I use bows with this? Like, can I hold the bow
Yes.
with that hand? Okay, neat.
You can still do normal stuff. You can wield weapons and say if they're a different weapon, but you can't wield like say a sword in the same hand as this
Okay.
skull.
Neat.
Right. You kids done picking up your toys?
Also, the red lights are still going now as you've gotten your weapons. And the computer has popped out a new message saying T0175 in area, locking down systems. And you hear locking noises from behind you from the center console. You also hear screaming from outside.
Well,
And
Might
so you
be
hear
wise
Daniel
to
saying,
take a-
"What the hell is that thing?"
It might
And
be
an
wise to
ear-splitting
take a
roar.
long rest now before we lose the chance.
Who has the box again? Is it me?
I believe you had the box.
Everyone gather around.
Everyone gave you the special stuff. And Toshiro has the USB right now.
I do.
well, I suppose if everyone's dying, we might as well get one
Kill
last
it!
nap.
Kill it! You're stabbing and swinging from outside. Nap time. You unport the box. It has
Yep.
you pull out what looks to be just a blue cyber box. There's a button on top with a safety casing on top of it. You would pull back
Yes.
the safety casing. You press the
Yes.
button, a countdown starts on it from 2 minutes. In 2 minutes,
Oh.
everything within 15 feet of you will be shucked into the space-time continuum.
Well,
The lack of space-time.
I think as humans say, well, fuck.
I mean, dwarves
15
say that
feet,
too.
so 5, 10, 15.
Shepard, I'm a Reaper Doomsday device. Oh shit.
Well,
10, 15.
nighty night.
10.
Grabs his alcohol, his flask. Oi. Blinky. Toshiro.
Let's be up.
A toast.
Ah, it's wrong.
Clink.
And he
Well,
just
it's a little bit
downs.
smaller than that.
And right before the time continuum,
Yeah, it's at like
triggers,
10, 9.
he just goes and chugs down his whole, the remainder of his flask.
I'll do the same in solidarity.
It
I
counts to
finished that
0.
sake bottle.
And just it gives you a little a smile appears on the icon. It says, "Have a nice 8 hours," and then I would say everything outside that red square it goes grayscale. If there was anything wind moving, it would not be. You are now in this stop time for 8 hours.